Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Welcome to the High School Highlight Show presented by Community Bank. Just always, as I start off with thanking our sponsors, we really do appreciate their support on this. I want to thank all the guys here at ETC that work hard all week long to get this show ready for us, and appreciate their efforts. It's spring break week, and so I feel really fortunate that we've got the live interviews here, that they've taken time out of their spring break to come in. Copper Basin's the only one that didn't have spring break, and they had theirs a little bit earlier, but spring break, everybody's enjoying the time off. So we've got Pickens baseball, and we've got Fannin academic team tonight, and so we can't wait to bring these interviews to you. As always, Nicole McArthur Law Firm sponsors our interviews. So our first one up is going to be Pickens baseball. I want to welcome Coach Adam Williams and three of his players. So I'm going to have you introduce who you brought with you tonight.
Thank you, Coach, first of all, for having us. I've got Christian Starks here, Cam Jenkins, and AJ Rice, and we're on spring break too, but we're all going to PCB, Pickens County Baseball. So we got a full week of games this week, and we're playing region games versus Chesapeake. So we're excited to come up here and talk about our program and talk about all the good things that we got going on. And got some folks back home. A shout out to my daughter and her friends who's watching. So we got some people watching, and hopefully we get to talk a little bit about Pickens baseball and everything we're doing and all the good stuff that's going on with us.
Well, I mean, you already pumped our ratings up there. So. But I want to talk to you a little bit about your success. Yeah. So the last 4 years, we've got the seniors here, and they all played as freshmen. Last 4 years through today, record is 112-24, which is an 82% winning percentage. 2 region championships, 1 region runner-up, and then this year you are leading in the region. So, we're going to say 99% chance y'all going to win the region again. Quite an accomplishment for a senior class. Talk to us a little bit about, I know that you've had other honors, so go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what y'all have achieved.
Well, this group of kids have done a lot. They've really represented our program well. These kids have been to 2 Sweet 16s, an Elite 8, and a Final 4. So they've really helped us build the culture of our program and just establish that winning tradition that we've had. And so it's been really a pleasure to have these kids and just be around them for 4 years and mentor them. And be able to just coach them up. And it's kids like these that make me a pretty good coach, I mean, I'm really good at spelling their names right on the lineup card and just make sure they're in there every day. So, it kind of helps us be successful when you've got kids like these that go out there and put on our uniform and represent our team. Well,
I know they're good kids, and so I want to talk to y'all a little bit. My background, I've been around a lot of really good baseball teams in high school. And y'all are some of the best individual players that I've seen in a lot of years, and I've seen kids that have gone into and played in the major leagues. And so compliment to you because you can recognize, the good talent. So what I want to do is I want to start by asking each one of you to tell us what position you play. I mean, if I know people have seen the games, but I just want you to kind of reiterate because they don't see you without a cap. So tell us what position you play.
Second baseman, pitcher, and outfielder.
Catcher, and that's it. Pitcher and infield.
Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what you're going to do next year. So go ahead and tell us where. I know all of y'all are going to play next year, so tell us where you're going to play next year.
I'll be going to Gadsden State Community College, JUCO in Gadsden, Alabama. So that's where I'll be taking. Go there for 2 years, and then hopefully look to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm going to Carson Newman University in Jefferson City, Tennessee, D2 school in Tennessee. I'm going to Auburn University.
Okay, so, I mean, y'all really are going into some good baseball programs. Everybody talks about the draft and everybody talks about playing in the major leagues. So, number one, is that a goal of yours? And number two, how do you feel your chances are based on, what you've done and the scouts you've talked to? And because I know y'all play year-round, basically. So what's your feelings on all that?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the goal this year. Hopefully I can get a good opportunity, and if it's a right fit and if it's a good opportunity, I'll take it. And if not, I'll feel really good about going to Auburn either way. So.
Okay.
Definitely just want to play baseball as long as I can. I mean, that's what we love to do, so that's what I want to do.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it's definitely one of my goals. It always has been since I was a little kid. So, just got to keep doing the work that I've been doing, and, you know, one day that'll come.
Yeah. Well, another thing, y'all play in one of the best facilities of anywhere in a high school baseball. And so I feel like that the facility, you live up to the facilities because it's one of the best in the state and you're one of the best teams in the state. At one point this year, you were number 1 across every poll in the state of every classification. And so that's really a compliment to what y'all do. Christian, I know last year you suffered an injury right before playoffs started. So you want to talk about that and how you felt about that?
Yeah, so I suffered an injury. It really happened in the start, before the start of game 1. I was about to go pitch at Troup County in the Final Four. Then I realized I was done. I couldn't pitch anymore that season. Couldn't handle it anymore. But had surgery June 10th. I had just a reconstruction on my elbow. So I spent all summer, just eating, gaining weight, trying to stay healthy as possible, going through that injury, all fall rehab, and now I just actually started on the mound for the first time our senior night against Johnathan a week and a half ago. So it felt really good to be back and finally be back on the mound. So just got to keep doing, taking care of my arm so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. So is Gadsden State, did they recruit you as pitcher or as infielder? Or?
Yes, ma'am. They recruited me as a two-way, so I'll be pitcher, position player, and I'll hit as well.
All right, good. All right, Cam, I've said this on air a lot, that, watching a lot of baseball over the years, that I just feel like you're one of the best catchers I've ever watched in high school. I noticed that you have a really good rapport with the officials, with the umpire back there. You want to talk a little bit about how you get that rapport going with that umpire?
Well, it's a lot easier playing for 4 years. We have a lot of the same guys night in and night out, so I've got to know a lot of them by name. I know a lot of them by name. You just gotta be nice, keep them safe, don't let the ball hit them. They'll tend to respect you a little bit more if that happens.
All right. And that's good. And you always turn around and check on them if they do get hit.
Every now, yeah, you got to.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like that really gives you an advantage when you really have a good rapport with the officials and you take care of them. And another thing that I've noticed that y'all do is if there's a foul ball, I mean, you are going to get out there and get it so that umpire does not have to chase it around. So, I know you've probably set that tone there. But
it's always good to get the umpire in your corner.
That's right. That's right. So, AJ, obviously, you're a terrific pitcher, and you've made a big name for yourself as far as across the state and across the Southeast. What is your favorite? Do you love pitching, or do you really like playing infield? What does your heart tell you?
I love it all. I just love to be around the game, whatever can help us win at the time. Future's definitely on the mound, but I still enjoy hitting and playing the infield for now while I still can. So. All
right. Now I know that you do more of this than other people. I know Christian, since you hadn't pitched this year, but how is it like if I know the other night we were there for 10 innings and you pitched part of it and then you moved to the infield. Is it hard to adjust going from one position to the other just midstream of a game?
Sometimes it can be difficult. I don't think it's a huge deal, especially if you're already loose and everything, ready to go. Sometimes it might be a little taxing on the arm, but we're young. We can handle it right now. So
that's good. We've got some highlights coming up, pitching and your walk-off hit, and a lot of good things that y'all have done. So it's really fun to watch you. If baseball doesn't work out, okay, baseball comes to an end at some point. What does your career look like outside of baseball?
Yeah, I'll definitely take part in the chemical engineering. That's what I'll be majoring in college. I'll do my base classes at Gadsden, and then wherever I go else, I'll get my major and everything. My dad's been in the poultry and chemistry business side of it since he was 15 years old. So he started a company in 2016 and just recently sold it and then bought back into it. So I've seen a lot of the success that he's had. So I just want to kind of get into that as well.
That's a good plan.
I plan on majoring in education. want to teach history and coach. I just kind of want to pay it forward to all the coaches that helped me along the way and believed in me. I want to be able to do that for a kid one day.
I think that is a very admirable goal to have. AJ?
I definitely want to stay in baseball as long as I can, whether that's playing, coaching, or anything to be around it. I'll be studying business finance at Auburn, so wherever that will take me after baseball.
All right. Okay, this is kind of a personal question, I guess. But this is something that's really popular right now, and I know people would like to have a little insider information. Have they talked to you about NIL money?
Same question.
So, I mean, I know that's something that people really want to know. So, have they told you that you're going to get NIL money?
No comment.
All right, so a little bit too early, I guess, to talk about it, huh? So, but I mean, that is something that is out there for colleges, and that's something that is a factor for, a lot of people. But so hopefully y'all will get a good NIL supplement while you're there. So, all right, talk to us about how long have you been at Pickens?
This is my 8th year at Pickens.
Okay.
So 17-18 was my first year. And so I've been here 8 years, and it's really been an awesome experience. It's been a fun ride. We've got great leadership at Pickens, from our superintendent to our principal to our athletic director, and it's evident in our facilities. I think it's evident in what we're able to do with our kids, for our kids. We're able to run a first-class program because we know the administration has our back. Have a great group of parents. You always hear people complain about parents and sports, but our parents are really awesome. We've got a great group. They work hard. They work for us. They do everything we ask of them, and Pickens has just been a great place for me and my family to kind of raise our girls. And then on the flip side of that, we've built a pretty good baseball program.
Yeah, definitely. I know that your parents are really involved. We really appreciate the opportunity to get up in the press box when we call your games, and we get to see.
We want you to come back.
Yeah, well,
put you in the climate control.
Yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to be there in the playoffs, but and kind of get to watch your parents and kind of feel that intensity that they go through. I think they're more nervous than y'all are, but it's a lot of fun being up there. But I know that y'all do play outside of the high school. So just give me a really quick summary of what outside baseball you've done.
Played summer ball all my life. Started with a local travel ball team, then went and played with Christian at Georgia Jackets. Started 12U, and then up until now.
All right.
I started with a smaller travel ball team like them, moved up, played with the East Cobb Astros my 16-year, and then went and played with Christian in the summer before he got hurt to play with the Canes and play in all the bigger tournaments.
Yeah, I played rec ball, coach pitch, and then kid pitch had just started at 8U. So I was playing coach pitch and I was playing kid pitch, but that was my first travel ball season. It was with the Titans, and then I went to East Cobb, played for the Colt 45s and the Astros, then went to the Georgia Jackets at 12, played with AJ a lot. So, and then I went to the Canes my 17U year. Picked up with them my 16U year a little bit, but then got hurt, so I couldn't play 17U summer. But
when we see y'all on TV in your later years, and the announcers are going to be talking about how y'all played together since you were little kids on travel teams, high school, and I tell you, y'all are a good combination. You really do a good job, and I feel honored to get to cover you on these games, and we can't wait to get to the playoffs and get to cover you some more. So just make sure you got a lot of home games, and we're going to be there. So, but good luck, and it has been a pleasure to watch you play for 4 years.
thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. And we've got the academic team from Fannin, so stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
Welcome back. So now we're here with the Fannin academic team, and we really appreciate them taking time out of their spring break schedule to come and talk to us live tonight. So we've got Julie Lindsay here, and she's going to introduce who she brought with her.
I'm Julia Lindsay. I'm the co-coach for academic team at Fannin County. This is Fox Sharp and Connor Kyle. They're seniors on the academic team.
All right, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and mention Sabrina Howard because, you know, she was supposed to be here, and unfortunately, she is, I guess we could just say she's got kidney stones and not able to be here. So, but we appreciate you stepping in and talking to us. So, all right, we're academic team. What does that mean?
So we kind of liken it to like Jeopardy. It's kind of like academic Jeopardy. We travel around the region and the state, and we play different schools and matches where they're asked both academic questions, but sometimes they could be asked, you know, like pop culture questions and things like that. So they really have to know their stuff because it's not always related to content areas that they've studied. So.
This is high-level trivia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So y'all are going to kind of be I guess when you have a trivia contest, y'all are going to kind of be, everybody is going to pick you, I guess. So tell me, all right, tell me what your specialty is or what is your strength, I guess, in the academic bowl?
So usually I cover most of the music questions and then the art questions, and out of all of us, I usually cover the pop culture too. I'm pretty good at those.
Mm-hmm.
I normally cover more like the math and science related questions and a lot of the history questions too. I've pretty well traveled. I've been to a lot of historical places, mostly in the U.S., so that's usually what I cover.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How does the academic competition work? Do you get to choose who answers what, or you just put on the spot and you just have to answer what question you're given?
So usually they'll ask you a question, and there's usually 5 of us sit there, and it's out of both teams who will buzz in first, and then you get the opportunity to answer.
Okay, so it's not just a set, so you do get to answer your strength then. Okay, good. So do you have regular practice? How do you prepare for an academic competition?
So lots of the times we will practice at the end of the day during our flex periods, but a lot of the times lots of it comes from our classes. Most of us take the honors and the AP classes, which prepare you for these random academic knowledge questions that they throw at you.
All right. So you said that you do a lot of historical, you're really interested in that, and you've traveled some places. So tell us a couple of places you've been in the United States that maybe has kind of helped you with this.
So I credit a lot of that to my dad, because a lot of times we'll go on vacation. We don't always go to like the beach. We'll go to Washington, D.C. or like Nashville or Charlottesville. And so I've been to Monticello, Montpelier, Mount Vernon, presidents' houses, toured museums in D.C. And, you know, just I think learning from a textbook is different than actually going and seeing those places. I feel like I sort of, you know, retain that information better and just find it more interesting.
I mean, I think that's great because hands-on you do learn a lot better, I think. So, all right, talk to us a little bit. I know, Fox, you were on one of our very first shows, and we talked a little bit about what you're going to do in your future, but what are your plans? And tell me twofold. Tell me what your plans are in the future and how this is going to help you in your future career.
So my future plans are I plan on going to Georgia Tech. I'll major in art, entertainment, and creative technologies. And so academic team has helped me gain the knowledge and keep it at the standard Georgia Tech wants. And so that'll help me with my already exposure to art and the music and stuff. Going to major in that will really help.
All right.
She also is has been the team captain for 2 years for JV, and she was captain for varsity this year, so she has some leadership skills she'll be taking with her as well.
You're being modest over there.
So I'm also going to be attending Georgia Tech. I'll be majoring in mechanical engineering. So I think with academic team, a lot of the questions you have to think on the fly, and then sometimes you'll get a math question and you have to solve it really quickly. So I think those just quick thinking skills and problem solving skills from academic team are going to help me a lot.
And so I know, okay, so Fox, obviously captain is, leadership. Both of you, how do you feel like this has helped you leadership-wise, being in academic team, and obviously this is, a skill that you've got to have. So with academic, have that knowledge. So what kind of leadership skills do you think you've gained from this?
It really helps me think on the fly. He did bring that up, and knowing how to handle a certain situation. So if somebody's not playing so well, it was my responsibility to figure out who would play to sub people in, and that's a lot of pressure and responsibility to make sure all your friends aren't mad at you when you get home.
One thing with the academic team, there is believe it or not, a teamwork aspect of it. Like there's some questions, or I guess parts of an academic team meet where we'll collaborate and fill out a form or give an answer. And I think just having to talk with the 5 people on your team or more people on your team and come up with one solution or answer definitely helps you develop your leadership skills.
I could see that, whereas, basketball, you're passing it to your teammates and, maybe they're going to score, but this would be a little bit different because you're having opinions thrown in there that you've really got to kind of work through quickly. So to be able to work together, I think that's a huge asset. So talk to me a little bit about what is practice like?
So as far as practice goes, typically we'll just go grab packets of questions that have been asked throughout the years, and we will sit down, and sometimes we'll use the buzzers and kind of do a fake match with our own players, and then other times we just kind of do it in a more informal way where we just ask them questions and the first one to answer, and we kind of keep track of, we try to keep track of which areas they are struggling with, maybe, so that we can practice those areas more. But that's pretty much what practice looks like.
Yeah. So obviously the AP and honors really does help you. Do you feel like that doing academic team and being in all the honors and the AP, does this help you as far as test-wise? I know some people, are really good on their feet, but some people don't take tests well. Do you think this really contributes to helping you be a better test taker?
It's helped me a little bit, just having to think on the fly, especially when you'll take a time test like the SAT. That's helped some, just being on the time crunch.
I think sometimes with academic team, they'll give you a category, and then you kind of start thinking maybe what is this asking? I guess critical thinking skills is what I'd say. Maybe you don't know the answer, but maybe I know this is about history, and I can try to come up with something.
Yeah. So that's good. So outside of your practice and outside of your classes, and I know you've talked about vacations, but do you spend extra time specifically focused on academic team?
Sometimes before we'll have a match, I'll look, as we're on the way, it's always my favorite part of it, with everybody. We'll sit on the bus, and there's a current events section, so we'll all go through, and we'll read out headlines, just quick stuff on the fly to know what could be brought up in current events. And so just making sure you stay up to date with, what's going on, because that's a big portion of it.
I'll reiterate the pop culture section that she's talking about. I'm always, before me going through the news or, to see what people are talking about. And then also, maybe I went to a meet and I didn't get this section. I wasn't good at that section, and trying to improve studying in that.
Good. So when you have the academic competitions, is that kind of like a club level, or is that like a state competition, or is that like literary? How does this fall as far as the school competitions and the regions and all that kind of stuff areas? Is this like a club level, or is this like a state competition, or does this fall under, literary? How does this fall?
So we play in a league, and so we'll play surrounding schools. We'll play Union, Lumpkin, Dawson, just the schools around us. We'll play Gilmer, And then at the end of the season, we play a tournament, which we call the crossover tournament. So everybody comes, and we'll play the teams from the other side that we wouldn't necessarily play in the regular park. So I know we always play Stevens County and just further away from us.
And the league that we're in is called the Appalachian Foothills League.
Okay, all right. So it doesn't really fall under okay, all right. Do y'all do anything outside of academics team as far as school-wise?
So the past 4 years, I've been part of our school's Technology Student Association. It's an engineering technology club. I've served 2 years as the president, and I'm also on our soccer team. I'm the starting goalkeeper.
Oh, good. All right, Parish, you want to talk a little bit about what you do?
So I've also been in TSA. I think I've been in there for 4 years now, too. I served a year as president. I'm currently our reporter. I've also been president of our National Art Honor Society for the past couple of years. It's super fun. And then I work a lot with football in the athletics department to do graphics and run the Jumbotron. That one's really my favorite, designing all the graphics for it.
Yeah, I get to see you in action sometimes, and so that's a lot of fun too. I know that they have, the Rebel TV that covers all the games and stuff, and I know you've done a little bit of that. Do you work with that too? Does that fall under the?
It does. It falls under like our Technology Student Association umbrella. So I'm always talking with James. He's our director of Fannin Rebel TV about like what events we're doing. Is there anything I need to do? Like I've gone out and like had to help video football games and graduation. So I have been involved in that.
Do y'all do the editing too, or do you just mainly do?
Yeah. I was part of our audio-video pathway at school. So we edited videos for the Jumbotron. Also, like sometimes places in the community would come and give us a video to edit, and we'd get experience doing that.
Good. So, I know the Jumbotron, that takes a lot of time and a lot of editing. I know you kind of did that basically as a class, didn't you?
I did it as a work-based learning block, and so I worked under Jeremy King, our athletic director, and so I had to put in my hours a week. 2 days a week I'd sit in the office and I'd design anything they could throw at me for the Friday nights.
Yeah, and you did a really good job. You really did.
She works really hard at it.
So tell me kind of what your inspiration was to get into the academic team. What inspired you to do that?
So in 5th grade, they always bring you up and they have just the incoming middle schoolers, and they set up all the different clubs just to make sure so kids aren't super scared coming into middle school. And I've met a couple of the kids at the academic team table, and it just seemed fun, so I joined it and stuck through it all the way through high school.
So I'm a newer member of the academic team. This was my first year doing it, and just the beginning of the year I definitely wanted to find something to take up some time in my senior year to have fun. And Fox is a friend of mine, and I had a couple other friends on the team, and they really tried to get me to join, so I did.
Well, that's great. And I know that Georgia Tech is not going to be easy, but I think that is really a great opportunity for you to advance with your skills. Obviously, you have a lot of skills, and the technology and the engineering and all that kind of comes together. And I just really look forward to seeing what you're going to do in the future, and we're going to follow you. And really nice to have you here and get to know you a little bit, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you coming in. One last question. How does the season, is this a year-long thing, or is this like a seasonal thing? How do y'all do this?
We typically start around October, and then crossover tournaments will be that's when we have the matches, weekly matches, starting in October. And then the crossover tournaments are typically January, February, and then we start having like the region and the state matches in the spring. So it is kind of a fall and spring
good
activity.
Right. Keeps you busy.
Yeah.
So thank y'all so much for taking your spring break time and coming and joining us, and really enjoyed getting to know about the academic team. So thank y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back in just a minute. We're going to hear something from Gilmer, so stay with us.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parish Lowrie and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
Okay, thanks for staying with us. For Gilmer this week, we had our very own Justin Martin go in and do the interviews, and he did the whole video, edited it, everything for us from the Gilmer construction class.
I'm here with Mr. Chansey, the construction teacher for the construction pathway. We're here in the workshop today. He's here to tell us about what he really does in the construction. So my first initial question is going to be, in the classroom, what do y'all really practice on? What do y'all, like studying on?
All right, so the first level class, I have 3 level classes. The first level class is basically all safety. We talk about OSHA standards and all the safety that goes along with those standards. How to be safe in the shop, how to take care of your tools, how to maintain your tools, those types of things. Then they get into the intro to construction class. The intro construction class, we do framing, we do plumbing, we do electrical, and we do masonry. Once you get done with the intro class, my 3rd level class is Carpentry 1. And that we do little projects, special projects. We build buildings. We've done some little projects for the county, for the maintenance department in the county. We just try to hone in on those skills and try to get a little deeper in those electrical, plumbing, masonry, and framing skills.
All right. With your 3 levels and all, who would you say has more shop time, gets more hands-on, would be your first class to come to when you really need to get something done?
Well, that's definitely my 3rd level class. That's who does all the special projects.
All right. What was your professional experience in the construction industry before teaching?
Before teaching, I've been in construction my whole life. My family was construction workers. My grandparents were construction workers, so I've been around construction my whole life. Straight out of high school, I went into welding. I had a welding career for like 10, 12 years, something like that. I ended up being a shop supervisor, floor supervisor, and then 2008 when the economy shut down, that's when I went back to school and decided I want to be a teacher and start teaching the trades that I knew.
All right. See, with you having 3 different levels and all, more people being experienced than others, how do you kind of balance out to make sure that the people who know less still get to do the same amount of work as the people who know more?
The people that know less don't get to do the same amount of work as the ones that do more. The ones that know more actually get to do more, and that's part of it. The more you learn, the more you can do.
Okay. How do you kind of introduce more technology-based tools into the construction class?
All right, so again, with my 1st level class, they do a lot of hand tool work. That's no power. It's just hand saws, screwdrivers, those types of things. And then as they get more advanced, I started introducing them to electrical tools, battery-powered tools. And the technology today is we don't have a lot of we have a lot of electrical tools, but mostly the people are using battery-powered tools. Yeah. Batteries have came a long way. So we use a lot of battery-powered tools in my shop to keep extension cords out of the way, those types of things. We have the CNC machine, so I've got kids that are learning to try to do the programming on the CNC machine. So those are the kind of the introductions. If they can learn the CNC machine and the technology behind that, they can get a job anywhere.
All right. See, you just said they can get a job with anywhere. How do you kind of prepare them for if they want to pursue a career in construction?
All right, so that's part of my job as a construction teacher, in my opinion, is that I have to teach them job skills. I have to teach them how they show up for work every day, how you are efficient with your work, how you take care of your tools while you're at work. So those are job traits that you need when you're going out in the construction field.
All right. How do you make sure like they're communicating properly, you know, that they got a good steady workflow and they're using teamwork?
The first level, when they're in the shop, it's all project work. So that's one thing I teach them is it's a lot of teamwork. You have to work with people that you necessarily don't want to work with when you're in the real world. So you need to get used to it now. So that's the kind of things I do. They all do project work. No one works alone in the first level.
Kind of going back with what you said with how you used to do welding, construction, what initially made you choose that pathway in construction?
Been raised in it. Like I said, my family was all in construction. I've been swinging a hammer since I was a little kid with my dad and my grandpa. I've always enjoyed working with my hands.
Thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure. I hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you. You have a good day.
I'm here with Tucker Ledford. He's a freshman in the second level construction class. He's here to tell us about the insight of what it's like to be a student on the construction class. How's your day been?
It's going pretty good. We're just wiring some outlets today.
Wiring some outlets, all right. Can you really tell me, when you're first level, what did you initially start doing?
We started doing book work and learning how you can actually walk around this shop and be safe.
How do you guys integrate teamwork into a big construction project?
Mr. Chansey, he makes sure that we work in big group projects and we have groups and everybody gets included into our groups.
All right. How do you balance out that work? Does everybody get a turn? Or?
He makes sure everybody at least gets a chance to do something in the groups.
All right. What would you say is your favorite part of the construction class? Like getting your hands on, or are you more of a bookworm?
I'm more of a hands-on person. I like working with my hands and I like the visual comprehension I can get from it.
All right. Well, is there a piece of advice you'd want to give to anybody who's wanting to join construction but doesn't really know the first step?
I would definitely advise some people to do it. Even if you don't go into construction, you'll 100% learn something from it.
Do you see yourself having a future in construction, like building houses or something among those lines?
I believe I'm going to take it a little bit farther in my life, and even if I don't go into it, I'm definitely going to use some of this stuff in the future.
You know, besides building things and, you know, repairing things, working with tools, all these big equipment things, what life skills have you learned / work on since you've been in this class?
I've definitely learned how to pay attention a little bit more. You know, some classes you're not really hooked into it, but I really feel that in construction you're hooked into it, and if you're in the class, you're going to learn something 100%.
All right, kind of going back into what I said, you know, with being inside the classroom with Mr. Chansey, what did y'all initially start with in there?
You know, just basics. You do safety, you do blueprints. You learn all the tools, you know, screwdrivers, hammers, drills, drill bits, you know, everything like that.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. I hope that I get to work with you again later on. I'm here with Isaiah Bautista. We're in the construction workshop. He is a sophomore in the second level. He's also here to tell us what his experiences are in the construction pathway. How are you doing today, Isaiah?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good myself. For my first question, what do you guys really do inside the construction shop? You know, I've heard from the teacher, I've heard from a student, now let's hear from you.
Yeah, we just do some mini projects that help us learn new things that we can use in the future. We've done a couple of projects, like little projects for the school and for the maintenance guys, and that's usually about all we do.
What safety precautions do you guys take, you know, with all these big projects?
Yeah, we usually have the most important thing is having safety glasses, like I have on right now, closed-toed shoes, proper clothing for construction, and that's really about it.
All right. Besides, you know, working with tools and hammering and cutting wood, what else do you guys do in here?
We do wiring. We also learn about plumbing right now. We're doing wiring. We're learning how to wire switches and lights. We plumbed a sink. Maybe in the future we'll learn about masonry.
Are you interested in working with that in the future?
Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not sure what I want to do, but if I learn right now, I can maybe use some of the stuff I learned in the future, like on my own projects.
You said you don't see yourself doing this, but I want to ask, do you see yourself having a future in any of the construction pathways with building houses or, masonry work?
I could possibly see myself doing this stuff. A second option, if my other plans don't work out, then yeah, I could see myself working in the...
How do you and your classmates practice a safe work environment while, working with a bunch of different power tools, with everyone's got a different project?
We try to, like I said, try to always wear our safety glasses, make sure we're not messing around, because it's really dangerous, and just not playing around and trying to be serious. That's usually about it.
All right, well, it's been nice having you today, Isaiah. I hope I get to work with you again.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town & Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
Okay, Mr. Terry Flowers at Fannin County High School that does a welding class invited us to come in and observe the welding competition that they hosted a week or so ago. So look at these highlights and enjoy.
Lola Temples, and I'm in 9th grade.
I'm Ava Curtis, and I'm in 9th grade.
Michaela Seiler, I'm in 9th grade.
I'm Morgan Nelson, and I'm in 9th grade.
All right, great. So we're here at the welding competition today, and y'all are helping out. So tell me what club you're representing and what your purpose is. So who wants to speak on that one?
Technically, we're not in a club, but we are supporting welding with our cooking class. We are all in the same cooking class, and we're helping feed all these guys out here that are competing.
So y'all are in culinary arts? Okay, great. So did y'all cook anything here today?
This morning, we all grilled chicken on the charcoal grill, and then our class helped make mac and cheese. All the other classes helped make all the other food.
That's very good. So I know all these guys are going to appreciate that today. Have you had good response, people coming through?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Everybody loved it.
I'm sure. It looks great right here. So, well, you know, hands-on experience, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Plus a free day out of school.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, thank y'all for talking to us, and we appreciate everything y'all are doing.
You're welcome. Thank you.
My name is Becky Davis. I'm the treasurer of the FFA alumni. I'm also Mr. Davis's mother. So
that always helps to have a connection, doesn't it? All right, ladies, tell us about what your name and your grade.
I'm Savannah. I'm a senior.
I'm Skylar, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so you're members of the FFA, correct? All right, so tell me what your purpose is here today at the welding competition.
Selling concessions.
Yeah, just helping out around, just trying to make sure they are cool and hungry and stuff.
So does the money you earned here today, does that go to the FFA or does that go back to the welding? How did that work?
It actually goes back to the FFA alumni, and 100% of our proceeds go back into the kids, 100%.
Okay, that's great. So what y'all are doing is you're earning money for yourselves in the FFA. Tell me what your specialty is in FFA.
Probably wildlife.
I'd say my specialty is probably the plants and animals part of it.
All right, are you in the horticulture side? All right, are y'all having a plant sale?
Yeah, we are. Do you know the date of it?
I think it's like
April, May.
It's May 2nd, I think. It's
May, first Saturday in May. Okay, so have you been helping get those plants ready?
I have, yeah.
So you say wildlife. So what kind of concentration of wildlife do you do?
Basically the white-tailed deer management.
So do you go do some hands-on stuff?
Sometimes.
All right. Well, you know, we're just trying to get everybody that's involved here today at the competition. So thank y'all for talking to us.
I'm Vince Foster, and I'm a senior at Fannin.
River Stewart, junior at Fannin.
Okay, River, you kind of gave us a little information earlier, you know, when you were on the show. But talk to us about what all's going on here today.
We basically got this competition going on here, a fab competition. They're making, I don't even know really what they're making. It's this huge, looks like a table.
Door frame.
Oh, it's a door frame?
Yeah.
All right, so they're making this huge door frame, and then I don't know really everything that's going on. But with these corn mold boards here, we actually made these right here in our shop. I worked on them mostly. They actually work really well. About the same as these wooden boards, and not only that, we got demos over there with ESOB Welding. They have they're a welding company. They make rods, MIG wire, and even welders too, and they're very good welders.
All right, good. So the cornhole, the wooden ones, was that from construction class?
I think those were, and I think these are too, but I'm not entirely sure about these two, but I know those two were.
So, I mean, we're getting to see a variety of talents here today. We really are. So I understand that y'all got really good support from these companies, and you're working on brand new equipment in there. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, as I was walking in a while ago, I think I overheard you tell somebody that you got a job offer today. Is that correct?
Yeah. It was here. Let me get the card out. It's Phoenix Fabricators and Erectors LLC. They make like water tanks. All right, like big water towers and just tanks for water. And the whole reason why I even knew about them was, again, one of the guys with ESOB over there, he's got this Instagram page, and I've been following him for years, so I actually got to meet him, so that's pretty cool. And I knew that he used to work with these guys, so I just kind of asked him about it, because I'll be turning 18 in just a few months, so I was asking him about a job and stuff, and he was like, here you go, here's a card, give him an email.
I tell you that, I mean, things like this are great for that. So do you plan on going into welding after you get out?
I plan to, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet, but I plan to.
Well, it's always a good skill to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, good luck today. I hope y'all do really well in the competition, and thanks for talking to us today.
Thank y'all.
Okay, once again, here at the welding competition, I mean, we are having a lot of fun today and got a lot of good footage, talked to some good people. So a little bit more description of what the purpose of this is today.
So this is just a fab team competition. We started it last year as a practice leading up to State Skills USA competition. Because of weather this year, we had to wait till afterwards. So it was all just a practice for it, but it's turned into a pretty big event this year with everybody showing up, with our vendors and everybody. And we started it, when we started in Murray County, we co-hosted with Murray County schools. And when we had it over there last year, we got North Murray actually done the food. So this year we was able to come over here. So we got RFCCLA from Fannin. We got FFA sold biscuits and stuff this morning. Then with construction classes have come all day to come and support the kids in here competing and working. So it's just been a CTAE event for the high school right now. So.
Well, and it's so good to see everybody come together for this too. It's really great. Everybody working together and supporting, your group here. So, I see a lot of vendors here. Is this something that really helps y'all getting the vendors here? Does it help the kids?
Oh, the vendors like ESOB back there and Excel Works, these guys are the ones that aren't competing. It gives them a chance to get into welding and experience it. Maybe they haven't tried it in class, they're too scared to take their welding class. They get to go through here. These guys talk to them, talk about the trades, get them interested, and let them try it, And I mean, the machines that they're using are brand new to the markets. They're using state-of-the-art stuff. It makes it more fun for the kids, because you can get, if you're just sitting and watching kids compete, I'm sure you get bored. This gives them something to do. They can come try it and then go back in there and watch a little bit. So it's huge having them here to help us out with everybody. I mean, really everybody.
Well, and we were just talking to a couple of your kids over here about the cornhole boards that y'all made out of the metal, and I mean, that's really impressive.
Yeah, well, that's just like a prototype thing. We was trying to find a different way to make a fundraiser, and they're like, well, let's try to build cornhole boards. So we threw that in, and a lot of the stuff that we build comes from the kids' ideas, right? They come up with it in these fabrication competitions. Some of it we've built at another fab competition at some point. So it's kind of, I'm not going to know every project we can build or what's going to sell, but the kids have a great idea of what's happening, more so than I do when it comes to that.
Well, I tell you what, I would imagine, of course, I really don't know anything about welding, but I would imagine you got to be a little creative to do the welding, and so their creativity gets to come out when they just think of different things to do.
Yeah, so the creativity is a big part of it, and that's what is important about these fab competitions. So you have 3 kids, and they have a blueprint, so they have to figure out who's going to do what and work together, and then they have, like for today, we used like older equipment. We didn't have chop saws and all this stuff, so they had to be creative in how they got the material up, how they cut it, and measurement stuff. So the creativity and fabrication and all that is just a big picture of welding altogether.
Well, yeah, it's pretty impressive to see all this come together. Who are your judges, or how did you get your judges?
All right, so our judges are industry professionals. We have one judge from Georgia Trade School. He come up this morning. We have one from Panel Built out of Blairsville. We also have one from Blue Ridge Manufacturing here local in Blue Ridge, and we have one more from Blue Water Energy out of Ackworth, Mr. Perry Novak. He came up and brought his lead welder up, his shop manager up, and they're judging. And all these guys, not only are they judges, but they've also put in through the competition and put insight in leading up to today. Panel Built sponsored the steel, they sponsored the blueprint. Blue Ridge Manufactured sponsored the tables that we're welding off of. Holston Gas brought all the welders in for the kids to weld off of. Toughco made the prizes. I mean, there is so many. I hate to feel like I'm gonna leave somebody out, but all these the guys, the places the judges came from, and everybody else that put into this is huge.
Well, I tell you, to me, I think probably the biggest thing is not only the competition, but the contacts that some of these kids are making and their ability to impress maybe future employees or employers.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So we actually there's a gentleman down here at one of the ESOP tents. He's actually gave out some business cards. They went and laid some welds, and one kid, he welded, and it wasn't great, but he said, you know what, you're coachable. When you graduate, come look for me. Like, I'd love to hire a coachable kid. So, I mean, like you said, that kind of stuff, and then Georgia Trade School being here as well. That's secondary education right there. That's moving to the next level once they leave me. Yeah, they've met a lot of people today, and it's been exciting. So.
Well, I tell you what, we appreciate you letting us come and just kind of have some inside views here and get to talk to you and some others, and we want to just recognize all these kids and highlight this, and so we really appreciate you letting us come by.
Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to us. I told the kids you guys are coming. They're like, oh, this is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I said, yeah, you're going to be filmed. So they're pumped up about it too.
Well, thank you, and good luck with everything. And I know it takes a lot of hard work, and we appreciate all the effort you put in.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. Your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Hello, my name is Chris Wang, and I am the agency owner of Chris Wang State Farm. We are a proud sponsor of today's program. We would love to invite you to become one of our customers, and please call us at 706-276-1300.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. I wanted to say thanks to Aaron for going to that competition and filming it, and a special shout out to James Burrell, who is a Fannin County student that gave us the drone footage from that day. So thanks for all the help we had on that. So we've got some baseball highlights here, and sit back and enjoy. You'll get to see some of these Pickens guys that we talked to tonight in these highlights.
We welcome you to Dunfield in Jasper and Pickens High School as our Ellijay Azteca game of the week. And high school sports here on ETC3 coming at you on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in the springtime in the mountains. And it is a big-time region matchup here this afternoon. The first of three here between Pickens and Dawson. 2-2 goes low and away. Full count here to the leadoff batter, Ryder Soros. This one's popped up into shallow right field. And coming over and making the catch is Christian Starks from second base. And one out here in the top of the first. 1-2 the count here with one out, base is empty. There's a bouncer to third, fielded. And over to first in time, and a good play there by Everett Grubbs.
Hope we don't need it.
Has not rained in quite a while. Here's a high bouncer, and that one right back into the glove of A.J. Rice. And the put out at first, and a quick glove there by the pitcher. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the first. To get us started, we'll see how quickly he works here. Off the end of the bat. And a good hustle there by Robert Turner. The absolute monsoon that doesn't appear it's going to end anytime soon. You know, you can sit and play. You can play in a fairly light rain. Edwards will swing and miss. It'll be the first strikeout of the afternoon for A.J. Rice. Hitting it consistently. Of course, you hit a spot consistently, umpire's going to give you some more zone to work with. Here's a 2-2. After being down 2-0, A.J. Rice comes back with 3 straight strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the second. Jennings Allen at short. Christian Starks at second, Boogie Lowett at first. And Jenkins catching the balls and strikes here from A.J. Rice. 3 straight strikeouts here in the second inning. Drew Dunlap, the designated hitter, would bat next should he get the opportunity to come to the plate here with 2 out. Bouncer to first, and he'll misfire and miss the base. And Pickens will.
All right, I want to thank all the kids that took time out of their spring break to come join us tonight. We will be live again next week at 7 o'clock, and I really appreciate all these kids that have made the effort here in the spring because it is so busy. But have a great week. I'm Donna Ennis.